Well, also, thank you very much for having us here tonight. It's a great opportunity to come and speak with so many people that are familiar faces to me. I'm Steve Myers. If you haven't met me before, I know a lot of you from working in campaigns in the past. I'm 44 years old, resident of Franklin County all that time. I have been a Republican my whole life, and it's been my pleasure to work behind the scenes on many campaigns. Most recently, I was asked by our presiding commissioner if I'd be his campaign manager for re-election. We got that accomplished, and he's a guy that, like Tom was alluding to, having the different groups working together has been phenomenal with the progress that he's made. Now, there's a lot of work still to be done, and there's a lot of those offices that the people just don't get along for whatever reason, and they need to. It's got to happen that way. I want to tell you that my background is in business administration, and I excel in customer service. That's been my strength all my life, ever since I was a little Cub Scout selling Scout Skill Show tickets door to door. I was trained in customer service by the Dale Carnegie Institute. I also was trained in computer software applications by the Boeing Corporation while I was employed there with the F-18 program. I believe the experiences that I've had in my life and the training I've received to this point has uniquely qualified me for the opportunity that's been placed in my hands today. I'd like to be transparent to you, and I know we only have a short amount of time, so I'm going to talk fast, so excuse me if I do. But I want you to know exactly what you're getting by electing me to office. There's 5 or 4 things that I'm very passionate about in my life. Number 1 is God. I don't make any apologies about that. I believe there's a lot of things this country could do without, but God is not one of them. Number 2, I'm passionate about my family. My wife, Lori, and I, we met 2 weeks. We were engaged 6 months later to the date we were married. And I know now, as I knew then, that God put her in my life for me and me for her. And we were a perfect fit. We've got my daughter here, Lindsay, with us tonight. My son is at Scout Camp where I left last night. Came in from SBRF Scout Ranch down in Fredericktown. That's another one of the things that I'm very passionate about, is the Boy Scouts of America, because I don't believe that there's a better organization that designs young men for leadership roles in our country. My mom and my dad, 2 people I'm very passionate about. My mom, today, July 9th, is her birthday, and she would have been 70 had she been here alive with us today. She died 6 years ago of breast cancer. She was a very committed, caring, compassionate kind of person and was a role model in my life. My dad was another one of those kind of folks that I've seen him go above and beyond to serve others all his life. I've seen him make great personal sacrifices so that others could benefit. That's the kind of role models that I had setting the pace for me, setting the path in my life. So that's where I'm at today. And I'm a scout leader. I'm the troop committee chairman for our troop, and we've got 22 young men that look up to me, and I want to set that path for them. I want to set that role for them to follow, and it's an honor and a privilege to do so. Number 5, I'm passionate about the Republican Party. I had an opportunity 6 years ago when I was approached and asked if I would become a committee man, and I did. I asked, what do you have to do? And they said, well, you don't have to do much. You don't even have to show up if you don't want to. And I thought, well, I can do that. So I went to the first meeting, I got hooked. And ever since then, I have served in that capacity as a committee man. I got elected to the vice chairman of the organization, which I serve as presently today, for Franklin County Central Committee. It's been an honor to go out and raise funds for various candidates over the years, help our candidates, the conservative cause, get elected. That's been a very strong privilege in my life. And then working behind the scenes with very familiar faces with several different candidacies along the way. My priorities, as far as talk about the assessor's office for just a second, that's in my mind, that is one of the most important jobs that there is on the county level. Because that's one that interacts with the people face to face. If they have a problem, they bring it not only to Linda Emmons' office and the collector's office, but they should feel that they could come to the assessor's office if they have a challenge. But you know what? They don't. They don't feel like that's a friendly atmosphere to go to at all. And maybe some of you have heard that kind of sentiment. That's one of the first things that I want to change when I bring there. The customer service level of expectation that you should be able to expect from your assessor's office if you have an appeal to bring should be at the highest level. Those people should not be condescending. Those people should not be rude. They should not be talking down to anyone. They should be helpful. They should be friendly. And they should be trained to do so. That's missing on our county level and a lot of offices. But I'm going to be able to affect the assessor's office. So we're going to train our people not only in customer service, but we're going to provide them the tools to do the job that they need correctly. All right? I believe that there was a lot of lax computer training. They received relatively none to do the last assessment cycle on a new software package that was presented to them. They were expected to do it in a time frame that made them hurry to get the job done so the bills could go out on time. Wrong, wrong, wrong. There were some mistakes made on this last assessment that is very sad. Should have been red flags flying up all over the place, and some of those bills should never have been sent, but they were anyway. So when we get there, we've got a lot of fixing to do. And I personally believe it's a state law that you got to fix the problem and then move on. I don't think that's good enough. I think we need to fix the problem, and we need to say, those folks are owed some money back. If they were overcharged, let's refund them on the next statement at least. Credit them on the next statement. That's only fair. Okay, I think my time is up. All right? I'm sorry, but I had another page. I want you to know I'm passionate about it, and I appreciate your support August 5th.